Привет, друзья! In today's video, this is like the fifth attempt on making this language learning update video, and I decided to just publish this however it comes out. Because I just really want a timestamp on where I am right now with Russian and Portuguese. So it's been 10 months with Portuguese, and that includes reading, writing, speaking, and listening, watching series on YouTube, or watching videos on YouTube, mostly from Portuguese with Leo, and at the same time watching series on Netflix. Last year I've seen Gloria. It's a Portuguese series about the Cold War, so the terms are a bit more, I think, more advanced. I don't know. Like, it's still conversational, but how do I guess it's because it's more of an adult film, so I think the terms are more complicated. And right now I am watching Voltar de aos 15. Acho que assim. So it's a Brazilian romantic comedy, young adult thing. So the words are, I guess, more basic, I think. So anyway, my level of Portuguese right now, it's, of course, compared to 10 months ago, it's higher. Of course, I'm able to watch movies or series with subtitles in Portuguese, and I kind of understand what's happening. Definitely I'm able to speak more. I did a video with my friend, and probably 3 months later I would have another conversation with her and see how much I've improved. But at the same time, 3 months ago, so that was after 6 months of trying to acquire Portuguese, I also started trying to acquire Russian. And where I am with my Russian right now is far from where I was with Portuguese when I was back when I was acquiring Portuguese only. And one of the barriers that I noticed is, okay, first with Portuguese is the alphabet is the Latin alphabet, and it's the same alphabet that English uses, Filipino and Cebuano. Those are some of the languages that I speak. And at the same time, because Filipino and Cebuano have similar, like have a lot of borrowed words from Spanish, and the pronunciation, I think that's why the pronunciation and the words are easier for me to retain as compared to right now with Russian. So it's like I have a delay of 3 months. So right now is where I was with Portuguese. Like when I started Portuguese 10 months ago, this is where I think my Russian is right now, because I have just gotten to the point where I can read faster, not as fast as Portuguese. Like I read, let's say a word, palavra. I know it's palavra, but if I right now want to like read the word, let's say Ganesha, or let's say, or yeah, for example, Ganesh, or dobry, dobry wiecie. Um, it's more difficult for me to read it because the alphabet is different and the pronunciation is actually the pronunciation is exactly what it is, but there are some exceptions, and how two consonants sound is still something that's foreign to me, even if I've already been listening mostly for the last for the 70 or so hours that I have with Russian. So okay, so with my background, I've never been exposed to any Slavic language. I think that's where the 3 months delay is coming from. At least that's what I think. Because a comparison that I can think of is, for example, if I decided to study Japanese tomorrow, although the writing system is different and different from any other language that I know, because even Mandarin, people who can read Mandarin can not read Korean, or we can't read Japanese kanji either. It's foreign. It's still foreign because there's no similarities. Each character is different. I think it's like, yeah, they're all different, especially because I studied traditional Chinese writing, so it's more complicated than simplified, of course. So, what I'm saying is that if I decided to learn Japanese tomorrow, it would be easier for me because I grew up watching anime and I'm familiar with the sounds, at least words, and it's familiar to me. Same with Korean. In recent years, I've seen, of course, everybody, I guess, have seen Crash Landing on You back in 2020, especially during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. Um, a lot of people got hooked on K-drama, and so that's why the language, at least I think, I don't know, but if I decide in the future to try to acquire Japanese or Korean, which at this point I'm not too interested in, like after Russian, I think I'm going to try to acquire Arabic, but that would depend on, we'll see. So right now with Russian, that's why I have this 3 month delay because of the because I've just not been exposed to the language. I mean, I've only seen one movie last year, and that was a month or two before I even started Portuguese. Silver Skates. It was a nice movie, and then recently, in December, I watched Better Than Us. So that's basically the first Russian series that I've seen. So the sound of the language is not yet, I mean, aside from the the odd word that that Hollywood gives give their Russian like antagonists most of the time. That's the only reason why I know the word "до свидания." It's because of Hollywood. So yes, the exposure to the language, I don't have that. So I think that's why I am made the progress with Portuguese is super fast is because of because I know how because of this my exposure to Portuguese years ago when I started capoeira, and also the other languages that I know. So that's where I am with Russian, and I'm still, I think one of the things that I think I will be doing 6 months after, from this point in time, would be to probably do 1 month of videos in Russian as well, like similar to what I did with Portuguese, and probably to try to watch a 5-minute news video with only Russian subtitles and see how much I can understand from it. So I probably do a live, like well, believe me or not, but I would try to do a live video while I watch this news reel or something, and I would turn the volume up so the video would catch it, and then see if I understood everything. So I think that's what I'm going to do 6 months later with Russian. So going back to Portuguese, I'm enjoying the language a lot. I'm reading Harry Potter. I'm still reading Harry Potter on Link, and I mean, it's easier to read. It's easier to understand, and I'm actually, yeah. From this point forward, it's all just constant improvement. New words would always come up, but I think I've already stepped into the room of Portuguese that I can understand it, and I could continue to use it every day without constantly, I guess where my understanding with common words or phrases, probably around, I'm giving myself 60 or 70% that I could understand the day-to-day conversations, and basically it's not Arabic to me. So it's kind of like where if my Mandarin was at a 7, my Portuguese is probably at a, let's say my Mandarin is at a 7, and that's 100%, and my Portuguese would be 40% of that 70%. I'm not going to calculate that, but that is how I feel. So it's still a huge improvement from 10 months ago, where I only knew how to say basic greetings, and that's where I am right now with Russian. I could greet "Привет." I could, if someone asks me "Как дела?" I could say "Хорошо." "До свидания." Добрый день. And I could read basic words. I mean, I can at least 70% of the time, if I try to pronounce something that I read, it would be correct. So I'm already getting there in terms of listening to the words, and even if I don't understand what the word is, at least I know that this word, this sound until this sound is a word. And so to me, that's a win. From not knowing anything to knowing something is a win. So I am excited right now with my progress in both, and hopefully few months, like next month and moving forward, I get to appreciate more of the language, both for Portuguese and Russian. So if you've made it to the end of this video, and yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and I hope I've inspired you, or at least some of the things that I've gone through and explained in this video would help you on your language journey. So thanks for watching. Paka paka.